We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Mike White, the newest Miami Dolphins backup quarterback. I think it's a solid signing. I think he's a solid backup type of player. He has a gunslinger mentality, throwing the ball down the field. And another big thing, I think he's a good scheme fit. They ran some similar concepts in the Jets offense that you'll see under Mike McDaniel. Especially, you see it specifically on this play. I love the poise in the pocket that he has. But just like the blocking scheme up front, how it's set up is very similar to what the Dolphins do. The steps the QB takes. Just watch him here. This is definitely something to play action on a shotgun, roll a little bit to the right, and then throw either a deep dig like this back to the left. This is definitely something we saw Tua do a lot last season. Hopefully Mike White never actually has to see the field, but the timing here is good. He throws with a lot of timing and anticipation. This one's just good timing, but overall the anticipation is usually there. But look how he just sticks in the pocket. This guy's a free rusher coming in, and he just takes this hit. This is a play where he actually hurts his ribs too, and he rips it in there into a tight window. He doesn't have the strongest arm, but he's definitely got that timing that makes up for it, kind of similar to what Tua does. And then he's definitely has the competitive toughness to make this throw, gets it over the linebacker, and then keeps it out in front so the DB behind him couldn't get it. Keeps it low too in case the safety was going to be there to make a play to get a deep, nice hit on him. So Mike White, love his mentality that he plays with. He's a very tough player, and definitely a nice signing. And I like it that we signed a younger backup QB this time. I feel like he's going to bring a little more energy, a little more fire if he ever has to see the field. This is like the next drive right after that play that I just showed, after that big hit. So he hurt his ribs. This is a 3rd and 10 situation, and he just comes out firing. Like, I just love the mentality, love the toughness. 3rd and 10 situation. They're showing pressure pre-snap. They end up bringing 5. He still sticks in the pocket. He's poised. He's under control. This is good footwork, good mechanical skills, and he just sees this opening. Like, he gets a cover 3 look, and he's just reading number 7 here. Number 7 matches number 8, so he has this whole opening out into the flat. The flat defender is matching number 2, and he just throws with good timing, anticipation, get this ball out with good accuracy. I feel like some downsides to his game, like his accuracy can be inconsistent at times if he's not like perfect like mechanically, and then his decision making, like he has that gunslinger mentality and he lives and dies by it. So it's either he's gonna make the big time play, the big time throw, or it's gonna lead to some big time turnovers, which I would rather have my backup quarterback come in and be confident with his play style, because if you just come out, play scared, usually it leads to your offense not scoring any points. So I do like this signing for the Dolphins, especially because it's not too expensive overall. It's because a lot of it are incentives. So let's really hope Tua stays healthy and he doesn't have to see the field at all. Really like this read from Mike White. Looking what he's seeing pre-snap, probably understands Seahawks love to run cover 6. They run cover 6 a lot this past season under Sean Desai as their defensive coordinator. And just reading this flat corner right here, this cloud corner. This is a deep half defender. This other side is playing quarters, and they have a cover 2 beater running to this side, having this guy go to the flat, and he's sort of manipulating this DB with his eyes, showing that he might throw it down into the flat, but they throw the corner in behind it. Solid cover 2 beater, different variation of smash, but you can see with his footwork here how he sort of resets. Everything is smooth. Timing wise, it's all there. This is where I see that he's just a good fit in McDaniel's offense, because timing is so important, and being able to manipulate with your eyes, your feet, your footwork, your shoulder, your whole body language is a huge strength of Tua's. And Mike White definitely not as good at that part of his game as Tua, but it's nice you could have your backup come in and do some things that are very similar to your starter, because he does have a similar skill set there. So just a nice thing to see, another little added bonus to Mike White's game. This is still after the hurt ribs, and he's still just coming out, slinging the ball around late in this game. Another 3rd and 10 situation, and he hits the wheel route versus cover 3. Like, they're disguising this pre-snap, looking like this is going to be 2 deep safety shell, and they rotate down into a cover 3. And then he's just reading this corner's leverage right here. And once he sees the corner play so hard inside, kind of over the number 2, he just takes his chance over to the outside to the new number 1 on the deep wheel route over here, and it's an excellent throw. The timing's all there. He doesn't waste any time. He's already ready to throw this ball when the corner's already far to the inside. Quickly gets the ball out, and it's just a perfect ball placement. The accuracy when his timing is down, his footwork, everything is just smooth mechanically. Look how quick, like, this is just good footwork. Like, he gets back, his back foot hits the ground, and he's already ready to throw this ball. Everything there, love that. Ball isn't, a lot of velocity. He does not have the strongest arm, like I was saying, but either does Tua. timing, anticipation is much more important in this offense, and he can still make some throws down the field because when his accuracy is there, it is quite good. I don't even know how Mike White ends up completing this. They bring some different pressure look pre-snap. They're trying to confuse this young guy. He's a younger player. This is a 4th and 10 situation too, and like they're got all these guys up near the line of scrimmage. You don't know who's coming, and they actually end up blocking it pretty well. But look how he manipulates the pocket here. He slides a little bit to the right, resets his feet here. He keeps a good base, good weight distribution, doesn't get too far over the top, and he's just ready to deliver this. He's reading these safeties both climb down, break on this first dig route on Elijah Moore, and he's just throwing this with a lot of timing, a lot of anticipation to Corey Davis over the middle of the field. He hasn't even broken yet, and it just somehow barely squeezes in there, and that's a huge conversion on 4th and 10. Just love the mentality that he plays with sometimes. Look how he slides to the right, creates this window that he can throw to right here, and everything is super clean, and he just fits it into the tightest of windows. Really, that's probably the most impressive play I've seen on Mike White's tape so far. I'm guessing it's probably not going to get any more impressive than that. More good work in the pocket here from Mike White. Just sliding to the left, create this easier throw for himself, an easier window. He's just reading this the whole way. They get this, levels going on over here, different levels of the play. This is a nice play call as well. They're facing cover 3, and they have this tight end sort of taking this deep third corner out of the play, just working on the sideline. He's just the sort of disguise here, and then they have this corner route coming in behind it where the deep middle of the field safety is the only one who can make a play on it, only one who can match it, and has no chance from his situation from where he's lined up here. And it's just an excellent play call, excellent movement in the pocket from Mike White, clean footwork. His eyes know exactly where to go with the football. He's a pretty smart player on knowing where to go with the football. It's just just based on what coverages he's seeing pre and post snap, he can read man, read zone coverages. Just another impressive play there from Mike White. Want to show off this play to show off some real anticipation here versus man coverage. He's throwing this ball way before Conklin ends up breaking, and it's a cover 1 look. So he sees his pre-snap that this is a deep middle of the field safety. They don't rotate post-snap, and then he identifies that it's man-to-man coverage. He hits the back foot. He's ready to throw. Look at him already getting prepared to deliver this ball. Conklin has not broken on his route yet to the deep corner. They have number 1 out here, Davis, clearing out on the deep vertical route, basically sort of like a levels flood type of route. Another guy working onto the flat, and he throws the ball to Conklin with good timing, anticipation, and the ball is accurate. Just another reason I like this fit in Miami. His strengths fit very well into McDaniel's offense, and just another nice little read pre-snap, knowing where to go with the ball. And you can see this arm is not very strong. The ball sort of flutters a little bit, but he makes up for it with the timing and anticipation. Last play that I'm going to break down, another similar sort of thing, throwing with timing and anticipation. This time it's 3rd and 9. They bring pressure to. He's feeling it in his face, but he's very poised in the pocket. Doesn't, is not phased at all by all this movement going on in his face. You can see he's already about to throw this ball, and now Elijah Moore is about to break. That's great anticipation. Being on page with your receiver as well. It's not an easy thing to do. So another nice little play there from Mike White. I hope he doesn't have to play. Really, I don't want to see Tua get hurt again. But the odds are he probably will have to play at least a little bit. And I think he can come in and win some games. I don't think he's the best player. I showed mostly his best plays that he had. He actually struggled a lot in the Seahawks game with decision making. He tried to force a lot of balls in there. They gave him some different looks. The Seahawks actually had a pretty nice defense this year, especially with their play calling, giving quarterbacks some tough looks. But he still made some tough throws in this game. His competitive toughness. I think the biggest difference that I think he'll bring from Teddy is I feel like Teddy didn't even really care or try too hard last season. Not saying that he didn't care or want actually try. It just felt like he was literally nonchalant. I feel like Mike White will go out there, be competitive, and people will, want to play with him out there as quarterback, and they'll have that confidence that they can win a game. And I think he's better than Skylar Thompson, obviously. But so if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.